Hey horse lovers! In this video, Vanna and I are having a conversation in preparation for riding. The ingredients that we're looking at are connection, relaxation, and responsiveness. Unless I have those three ingredients on a real regular basis, I don't really consider a horse ready to ride. So let's have a look and see how things go with Vanna. So here I'm asking her to back up. She's responsive. It looks snappy and nice. And I'm going to send her now on the circle, but I'm not going to take the slack out of the rope, and here's why. Because she's going to go without needing that extra bit of information. If I went to point and she didn't go, then I'd take the slack out of the rope and lead her out onto the circle. But she's going to respond just to my suggestion with my hand. So it's just a little bit sweeter. There's a niceness in it. But that's only because she's responsive. If she didn't understand that particular bit of information, then I would try to make it more clear for her by taking the slack out of the rope. So there she goes, very nice. But she starts to feel a tiny bit disconnected to me. So what happens is she goes and she thinks about tipping her nose to the outside. So now I'm doing a few, there we go. Now I'm doing a few different things to maintain some connection. I put a little feel on the halter, right? I use the halter to bring her nose back to me. I can step to the hip, which I'm doing right there. Actually to the tail. I'm not stepping to the hip. I'm stepping to the tail so that the nose comes back to me. And she wasn't very responsive to that. So I'm going to do that maneuver a couple of times until I don't need to pick up my stick to remind her what that means. And there she got it. You can see then I'm getting connection again, right? She's looking towards me as she travels on the circle rather than out on the circle. And then I keep testing responsiveness by asking for different yields, right? I ask her to slow down her trot, go into a canter. You know, she stays relaxed the whole time, so I'm not doing anything to address relaxation. And she's really very responsive for like 90% of all this. Good girl. And then, so the biggest concern I have is connection. So I just keep giving her reasons to think back to me and not just go in mindless circles. So we do a couple of changes of direction. She gets a flying change there, and that makes me happy. So I bring her in and show her lots of love. I hope you find that helpful the next time you go out to play with your horse to get him ready to ride. Is your horse connected? Is she relaxed? And is she responsive? Without those three things working on a pretty high level, any ride that you have is going to be hit or miss.